Hello, my name is Johnny. I'm from the PO Gamer QK YouTube channel. Today, going over one of my favorite, I think I say that every time, but this is one of my favorite horror movie series ever made. And that is the Evil Dead series. There's 3 movies in the series. You got Evil Dead, got Evil Dead 2, and you got Army of Darkness. This is Evil Dead 3. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is we'll talk about the first one, then we'll move on to the others. But this one here is the limited edition version that came out at like Best Buy or some other store got it exclusive or something like that on it. But this one, you have the Necronomicon, and basically the story of this is that a group of college kids go into the woods, stay at this cabin, and in this cabin they find a tape recorder, like an old style, like has reels on it that the tape goes through, and they play this message that this professor leaves. That basically the professor has translated part of the Necronomicon, and he has released these demons, and basically the guys have to go around trying to, like, he's translated these and the runes and everything. And I mean, this book is really cool. And this is what it looks like in the first movie, because actually I like the ear on the back of it. But this also has a few other things. Like, we have a little booklet here that shows about the history of the Evil Dead in your home, and basically it's a little small history about how the movie was made and different little things like that. This is actually probably one of my favorite editions of the movie I've ever seen. The cover of the DVD is really cool because it's Ash's face, like, covered in blood. And it's the story, but after they summon the demons, the demon comes around, possesses some girls, and then basically the last one alive is Ash, and it comes to a really good ending. I'm not telling you the ending. Watch the movie, because this one's really good. Then we have Evil Dead 2. This is a movie about a group of college kids that go and stay in the woods, this cabin, and they find a tape recorder that has got a professor reading out translations from the book, the Necronomicon, and they summon demons. I know you're probably thinking, wait, that sounds like part 1. Yeah. Part 1 and part 2 are very similar. I mean, almost identical, except this has a different ending. I mean, honestly, they're both really good. If you only have to watch Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness, but this one, I really like the ending in this. I do. I mean, a lot of people are like, I didn't like that ending. I love it. I love the ending in the original Evil Dead. But Evil Dead 2, this one, like, has the ear on the back and everything, and the face looks a little bit different. The eye, this used to scream when you pressed right here on the eye, but I can feel the switch in it, but the battery's dead in it. But this one has the Necronomicon, all the different little monsters and stuff like that. Very, very good. I really enjoyed this one. Remember when I first got the book, and I was like, whoa, Ash is actually in it. Because it actually has the Ash, like, at the altar and everything. So this is kind of a there's the vortex and everything. Like, basically the ending of this goes into this. But very good. If you want, Army of Darkness is my favorite of the 3. The first one, the original Evil Dead, is probably the scariest of the 3. You have, like, this girl gets possessed and they lock her in the basement, and she, like there's a chain, like, they can see, like, like you can see the head poking out and everything. That's what this image here is. That's the image of the girl that she's like in the basement, like pushing that door up, talking to the people, and like then she like goes back to normal and tries to convince them to open the door and let her out, and then like when they start to get close, she changes back into like the evil, like demonic look, and very, very good. The camera work is insane. I mean, like the camera like flies through windows, and oh man, it's just like I believe it was Sam Raimi who directed these, and yeah, Sam Raimi wrote and directed this. Very good. I mean, if you haven't seen them, I highly recommend it. I mean, as you can see, like I even got Bruce Campbell on my shirt. I'm a huge fan of Bruce Campbell. I think I've seen most of his movies. I'm not going to say I've seen all of them because he's made quite a few. Okay, Evil Dead 2, Evil Dead 3 or Army of Darkness. This is my favorite because it's really funny. It's really good. There's so many lines from this that are just so quotable. I mean, like this girl here, she gets possessed, and like she's trying, like when she's possessed, she's trying to like, you loved me once, and he's like, you got real ugly real fast. And there's like another Ash, like that he split into two, and he's like, you're a good Ash, not a bad Ash. And like, goody goody two shoes. And he keeps punching him, and then all of a sudden, like he just puts his gun up and shoots him, and he goes, good, bad, I'm the one with the gun. I mean, it's just so much that in that movie, like it pays homage to so many of the classic horror movies and things like that. There's like the windmill that's in like old Universal movies. The fight scene when he gets thrown into the pit. Holy cow, that is so good. It's so funny. Just everything about this movie is I love. I mean, I've watched it so many times that it's just crazy how many times I've watched this movie. I'm trying to remember, and one of these, I don't think it was. I wish I could remember where I have that. Here it is. And this one here, it has is a documentary by Bruce Campbell. It's 26 minutes long, and it's called Fanalysis. Fanalyssis. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's really good because it shows him going to different conventions, talking, and things like that. But my favorite question in this entire documentary is there's a fan wrote in, and he reads this on stage in front of a big giant crowd, said that a fan sent me this letter, and the title of it was, I'm sorry about your career. And he goes on basically telling him how his career has ended. And I mean, really, it hasn't because he's in front of this big group talking, but it's so funny because I've seen Bruce Campbell at Comic-Con 3 or 4 times, and every single time I've seen him, he's really funny. He looks like a really nice guy. I've never met him personally, but he seems to be one of the people that really appreciates the fans and actually engages with them and talks to them and has fun with them. So I highly recommend them. I really do. Just Bruce Campbell in general, anything he does, I'm going to watch. I don't care what it is. I'm going to watch it. Also, there is the Evil Dead TV show on Showtime, I believe. I've only watched the first episode. I've actually told that to a few people, and they're like, wait a minute. You're like an Evil Dead nut, and you're telling me you only watched the first episode? I'm like, I don't have Showtime. And I don't even have TV. As you can see, I have a bunch of DVDs. I have Netflix. I have Amazon Prime. And with all that, I just don't need it. But the reason why I watched the first one because it's free on Showtime when it first started. And it is pretty good. The first episode, I was like, wow, this is actually kind of funny because it takes place like you say it's like Evil Dead takes place here, and like time passes, and he's been waiting for the people for the Evil Dead to come back to him. So he's been preparing for years. So watch it; it's really good. It's got the cheesy lines in it. I'm really excited to start watching to actually if I can find somebody that has it. 'Cause I think it's released on DVD now or in Blu-ray. If it is, I'm actually going to be picking that up very soon. But these 3 movies, I highly recommend watching them any way you can, because the just the camera work in this one. I mean, this one was made, I believe, in the 70s. No, 82. That's not okay. This was made in like 1982, and the camera work in it is awesome. Oh, these are all practical effects also in these movies. So like there's stop motion animation in this. There's stop motion, I think, in most of these. All the makeup and all the monsters and everything are actually practical effects. So if you like practical effects more than CG, watch these. These are phenomenal. Just the makeup, the acting is cheesy. I'll admit, but it's Bruce Campbell, so it's going to be cheesy. But they're so good. I highly, highly recommend them. If you don't take anything away from any of my Fright Night Fridays videos, there should be 3 things you watch: Subspecies, the Puppet Master series, and the Evil Dead series. Those are the top three, in my opinion, you should watch. Well, hope you enjoyed my video. I'll be back here next week with another Fright Night Fridays video, and till next time. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked the video, go ahead and give me a like. If you'd like to see more from me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I release at least 2 videos a week. Most of the time I release more. Leaving a comment actually helps me a lot. It helps me know what you'd like, dislike, or would like to see on my channel. So go ahead and leave me a comment. If you would like to get in touch with me, have any questions, anything like that, you can go ahead and email me at vmail@pogamer.com. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As always, thank you for watching, and until next time.